Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to my second devlog on Brothers Apart. This is my progress for the week. So this week I went ahead and changed around the shop here. This is the shop, and this is the shopkeeper, and the dog is always in the way. The shopkeeper now has his own little home built into the shop here, and when it gets time, he's going to kick you out. But it's 7 a.m., so it also opens. I'm going to hit the transfer button. The shop starts opening at 7 a.m., so before 7, if I can get there in time, it will show you that the door's locked. And the sign over here will tell you it's a general store, open 7 to 7. So now it's 7. I can go inside, and as I progress the time, so now it's 6. It's going to start getting darker. And then Mr. General Store Manager tells you it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you do need to leave. So you can leave. So that was the first progress. You see some chickens. Chickens are always nice. I also made the inn from the bottom up. So this is Gunther, who we got to name on Twitter. 50-something% of you wanted Gunther. I was leaning towards Isaac, but that was your call. So let's forward the minutes here, so you can talk to him. And it looks just like you're going to sleep in your own bed. Eventually, I'll put like, hi, Lion. It's the inn. Want to go to bed or something way more creative. This was a little bit of a struggle because conventionally, see that you hit cancel. The way it works is when you talk to him, you go to a pause screen, but the pause screen is an entire different room. It just takes a picture of it. So when you go back to this, I can't hear. Oh, it was such a logical mess. Now, when you go to sleep, it's going to teleport you to the bedroom. So I'm going to sleep until morning. He's not charging me right now because he's such a nice guy. So it teleports you here, and then when you go back, it picks a random room to appear out of, as if you were coming out of one, when really there's only just one room to be in. So fast forward time here. Oh, that's right. So when you go here, generally when I hit pause, I would save the state of the room it was in to be exactly as it was when I return. So if I hit cancel, it would go back to exactly the same as it was. For this, I can't do that because I want to teleport to a different room, which is the bedroom. And when I teleport to the bedroom, I don't want to come back to this room when I exit the bedroom to be saved in the same state, because then I would still be standing in front of Gunther there instead of one of the bedroom doors. So it's kind of a logical mess. It looks fine when I do this. Cancel. The wolf's over there. But I still need to work on that a little bit. So that's the inn. And if we leave the inn, we can go visit Greta. It is 6:45, so let's get her outside here. Boop. There she is. So this is Greta. This is Gunther's wife, who runs the chicken farm. And she's a nice little lady. Hello, Lan. I hope you're having a great day. I am, Greta. Thank you. So let's go in her house. Just, a nice little house. Here's her pee bucket and a picture of a rose and a moon or something. I don't remember what I was trying to draw. She's got a candle there, candle by the bed. Romantic. Her and Gunther, they're like 70 almost. So, that's going for them. And now she'll appear randomly around the town throughout the day. My goal, hopefully tomorrow, is going to be to program her to go visit Gunther in the inn during the day, probably at lunchtime probably. That would be romantic. Bring him lunch. And then chickens. We got chickens. That's the next part. So they're super scared of monster here. They don't know what to do. They're so scared. You can't fight them though, and I'm debating whether or not to be able to. Get out of the way. But that would be, that's the majority of the progress for the week. Chickens, those are always fun. They need a coop still, so let me just quickly browse my GIFs to see if I remembered everything. So Valerie sleeps. That was one other thing I did this week. Valerie wasn't behaving. The way her path finding was working wasn't correct. So she would just randomly choose not to come home at night. And as a father, I decided I'm not going to stand for it. So she's somewhere out here doing her thing. Did we get lucky? No. Chop. So she's usually out here just hanging out. So this is the solace area anyway. So she's usually here, and she is not, which means she's by the field over here. So don't let me, I'm just looking for the little lady. There we go. So she should be right over here. And she's not. So we lost her. So we've got that going for us. But what we can do is tell her to go home. So it's 6:45, I think, or 6:30. She goes home. And I skipped the time she was supposed to go home. So she's not going to go home. She'll just be here. Hey, it's getting late. She's so considerate. So that's the progress anyway. Thanks for tuning in. This week, my aim is to add a couple more characters, and if I get a bit more adventurous, I might make a little dungeon too, because that's the first questy thing you're going to be doing. So before you get into town, there's going to be some guards here. They're going to say nobody's coming in or out. It's dangerous. Goblins have invaded the west mines, so you'll go to the west mines, clear the mine out, and then they'll let you in. So my goal would be, I guess, to make a couple more characters, maybe make these guards here, and they'll stand guard and maybe swap out with other guards. And then hopefully make a little dungeon. Other than that, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.